Early free kick given away by Che Cooper, who'll definitely be up for this one. Spent 5 or 6 years as a kid, as he was telling Paul Addison a little earlier, at Southend. And it's just pumped forward by the Southend keeper, headed clear by Luke Waterfall, picked up by Cook, who hooks it forward. Brennan Dickinson has Manny Desirue in front of him. He's the only man. He's going to have to do it by himself here. Running at the Southend defence, cuts in on his left foot on the edge of the area. Left-footed shot. It's tame though, and just gathered in front of him inside the 6-yard box by Colin Adeng and D.
His quality, and that's what he is in the team for, to pass the ball, but he just keeps giving the ball away in bad areas of the pitch.
Strange as well, because he looked to be finding his best form again not too long ago. Callum Cook, his long ball forwards cleared, but only as far as Dickinson. Pill's working out to the left hand side, and Ferguson, will he deliver? He will, left footed now towards the head of Desirue, and he was just a bit in front of it. Unfortunately, Manny Desirue, from a Pill's perspective, what a ball that was from David Ferguson from this left hand side. A wicked left footed delivery.
Good bit of skill, wasn't he? Just a little Cruyff, and Crawford couldn't do anything else apart from bring him down.
Just done Crawford there, didn't he, as the ball's played out towards the left hand side, and Ralph looks to get past Lacey, does, in towards the middle. Might drop for a Southend man at the far post. Scott Morris, what a block that is from Luke Waterfall. Would have been a certain shot on target and probably the opening goal. Southend won 1-0 here on their last visit in 2015. There's still one Pools player who was involved that day, and that's Nicky Featherstone, the captain. That's the long ball forward from Jameson's. One in the air by Desirue. Can Pools keep hold of it though? They can just about. Desirue gets away from one man and then another, and they've got men over on the far side if they can find it. It's with Dickinson, right-footed shot. Good effort from the Pools man, Brennan Dickinson. Hit it with his unfavoured right foot. Pill's work it out towards this left hand side, and then Ferguson looks for the feet of Cook, does well to get away from Crowther, get it out to Dickinson on this touchline. Dickinson will go back to this left hand side, and Cook now, he has one man Uema in the middle in Desirue, but instead goes square to Dickinson on the edgy area. Right footed shot, looks like it took a deflection, did it? It did. It's behind for, I think, Hartlepool United's first corner of the game. There's Southend in possession up by halfway. Woodman plays an excellent ball out to this left hand side, and Ralphie's up by the edge of the Pill's penalty area now. Has Dickinson in front of him. On the outside there is Morton towards the far post, and Sandat had a glorious opportunity in the 6-yard box, but he's headed over the crossbar. Urge him to come forward. I think he's lacking the confidence, Lacey, in that right back row, usually a centre half, but it's a good square ball there from Crawford to find Cooper in towards the middle now, and Cook takes it down on his chest. Desirue gets there, left footed shot for Dickinson, save. Great save by Adeng and D. Pools still have it on the edge of the area with Cooper, deflected cross, may fall in the area for Desirue, but Ralph can just divert it away, and Southend clear up towards halfway. Crawford bring it down. That's probably the best chance of the afternoon for Hartlepool United. It was an excellent save from Dickinson by Adeng and D. Pools whip it in from the left hand side. Ferguson towards the head of Dickinson, and just under pressure, couldn't direct it goalwards. Readying a couple of substitutions on the far side. Forward come Pools though. Featherstone to the feet of Cooper. Good play infield for Desirue. Back a couple of yards for Cook, about 25 yards out. Worked out towards that left hand side. Ferguson, can he put an effort in the area? Headed goalwards by Cook. May fall in the area for Dickinson. And it was just an almighty scramble. It went through the legs of both Dickinson and the Southend defender. It is a throw into Hartlepool United following Bridges' clearance. Dickinson is going to wind one up from this right hand side. It's a long one now in towards the middle, headed on there by Waterfall, but headed behind Cav Miley. Miley out to this near side, and Bridge plays a little ball forward for Fonguk to chase. Fonguk's going to win it ahead of Crawford. Looks into the channel for Cardwell. Going to hold it up under the close attentions of Tom Parks. Goes back to Fonguk, plays a lovely ball in the middle towards Bridge, who hits the deck in the area.
No chance.
I didn't think it looked like a penalty, and the referee is in fact going to blow for a foul and book the Southend United substitute.
Is it the right thing to do to bring him on in a game?
As Southend take this corner out, swinger headed goalwards by Cardwell. He's headed it wide. What an opportunity for the Southend top scorer. He rose at the far post. Southend play it out towards that right hand side, and Dacker's holding it up well ahead of Parks, but forced backwards under a Pools press into the Southend half, as it's a ball into the channel towards Cardwell. He's at an acute angle, tries a shot. Neely beat Jameson at the front post, who was forced into a smart save. Again, it had plenty of distance. And then Pools tried to work it out towards the far side. Duffers is dispossessed, and it's going to roll all the way through to Dacus. He'll keep it in on the far side. The substitute goes back a few yards, whipped in towards the middle. Fonguk brings it down on his chest and tries the spectacular. It would have been some goal, but he's blazed it over the crossbar of Pete Jameson. It remains Hartlepool United 0, Southend United 0. Moisture off the ball. He's going to launch it long into the area. Headed on at the front post by Crawford to Cook on the edge of the area. Back a few yards for Ferguson. Ferguson going to look to lift it towards the area, towards the far post. Headed away there and out behind. And it doesn't matter because that is it. It finishes here. Hartlepool United 0, Southend United 0 in the National League. A game where both sides showed some half-decent play at times without really creating too many clear-cut chances.